Let's talk about the MVP of the team, maybe the MVP of the league, Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel's having a crazy season. The Niners are 5-5, and you could argue they should be 7-3. Like, they gave away the game against the Packers. There's no way they should have lost to Colt McCoy. They should at least be 7-3, right? But they're 5-5, and if they didn't have Deebo Samuel, they might be 2-8. He's the best player on the team. And today, he pretty much gave the knockout blow. The Niners had that 20-play drive that they squandered with the field goal. That was weird. We're going to talk about that later. Then Jaguars go 3-and-out with a deep shot on third down just to, have a really low percentage attempt on third down. And then Deebo Samuel comes back and scores a touchdown as a running back, running the ball. Game over. The thing that's amazing about Deebo, and I think that what's going to give him a good argument for the MVP if the Niners make the playoffs, is all the different ways he's single-handedly winning games for the 49ers. He's established himself as their best player and certainly their best wide receiver. But today he won the game for them playing running back. Right? Playing running back. He caught one pass today for 15 yards. He essentially was an afterthought in the passing game, but he was their running game. They needed to run the ball to win. They got volume from their running backs, but nothing especially good. And anytime they needed a good run, it was him. And really, it was like he gets 8 yards, like it's breathing, which makes you think, how good is Deebo Samuel? Obviously, he plays wide receiver because that's where the money is, and he's really good at it. But if he were a full-time running back, how good would he be? He honestly looks like the best ball carrier. He looks like the best weapon in the league, the best running back in the league, the best wide receiver in the league. He doesn't play tight end, but who cares? Deebo Samuel won the game for them playing running back, the best running back on the team. And I think the Niners have figured out that this year they have to keep using him that way for them to win. They're a run-first team, and he's their best running back. That's the way it is. Raheem Mostert's not coming back. Elijah Mitchell is good. Deebo Samuel is special. Today they gave him 8 carries. And 8 seems like a fair number. The only thing is, at the end of the game, the Niners were up big. And they still kept giving him carries between the tackles, which to me was like the Niners were trying to show up the Jaguars. They called a pass for Trent Williams, a pass to Trent Williams, and they were calling runs between the tackles for Deebo up 20+ in the third quarter. Like, okay, stop. Just leave Jacksonville with the win. Because if you remember, the Niners did this with Deebo last year. They used him as a running back. They beat up on the Patriots in New England last year. And while they were styling in the fourth quarter, they pitched to Deebo and he pulled his hamstring. So be careful. Be careful with Deebo. I mean, he is your best player and you want to give as much touches as possible, but be careful because if he goes down, the season's over. What's interesting is the Niners are going to have to give him a lot of money at the end of the year, a lot of money. And now I wonder, are they going to say, well, he's actually a running back? He's not so much. I wonder if they just turn him into a running back from here on out, like Cordell Patterson, so they can pay him way less. Actually, we handed him the ball more than we threw to him. Watch for that. Are the Niners going to, because I don't think they want to trade him, but he's going to be a very expensive wide receiver. As a running back, he's a lot cheaper. Watch for that. Thank you for your new membership, Kakoa. Appreciate you. Deebo is the best all-around wide receiver in the league. He might be the best running back in the league, too. I think that's what's so interesting about him. Jacob, thank you. Not even close for him to be labeled as a running back. I know, big old Nuggets. What I'm saying is, if they can get his carries up, they could make the argument during negotiations. That's what I'm saying. This is more of a Parag argument thing. Anyway, I hope he gets his money.